Did you know that a high school kid in Flint, Michigan threw a chair, hit the teacher in the head, and knocked the teacher unconscious? You didn't? Well, yeah, that's actually a thing. I found out about this on the Bird app through Libs of TikTok. Thank you very much, Libs of TikTok, for keeping us informed. We're going to take a look at the video. I can't show you the whole thing because this is YouTube and I will get age restricted or the video will get taken down or some other kind of crazy crap like that. So we're just going to take a look at this video and we will see as much of it as I think YouTube will allow me to show. So here we go.
Hey.
Okay. So she picked up the chair and she threw it. Now, some people on the Bird app are arguing about whether or not she threw it at the teacher or she was trying to throw it over the teacher's head at the other kid that she was arguing with. My contention is that there is no reason to throw a chair. Okay? None. I don't care if she was throwing it at the other kid. I don't care if she was throwing it at the teacher. I don't care if she was throwing it at the other kid and the teacher. I don't care if she was just throwing it because she was angry. No reason to throw a chair. That kid is a freaking menace. She's a menace to herself. She's a menace to anyone who has to be around her. Now, one of the things that I was struck by in this video, and let's just take a look at it again. So this is a classroom. Class is in session, and you'll notice that some kids are actually trying to work while this madness is going on. Let's just look at that for a second. So you see these kids here, they've got their computers open. They appear to be trying to work. It seems they're not really involved in whatever kind of brouhaha is going on. And this is the majority of children in school. Most children in public schools are not there to fight, to cause trouble for the teacher, to commit crimes with impunity. Most of them are there to at least try to get some kind of education, or at the very least to hang out with their friends, get away from their families for a little while, and at least be in some kind of semi-constructive atmosphere for at least part of the day. Other kids really do come there to cause trouble. Now, let's just look at one other thing here. We got this one here. What the hell has she got on? She's got the shoulders out. She's got the top of the boobs out. What the hell? I went to Catholic school. There was a dress code. First of all, this whole thing with the cheesecake peekaboo here wasn't even, you couldn't even conceive of that where I went to school. And this, if this were a functioning school, would get her sent home. Okay? That's it. You got all the skin showing? Bye. Come back when you got some real clothes. And it would also mean a call to the parents. Your kid is coming to school. She's got, all this skin out. She cannot come to school like that. If she does it again, then we're going to have to look into other arrangements. If there were real discipline policies in place, this kind of nonsense would not go on. So that this kind of nonsense, where you got this one, and what is the thing with the black women and the extensions down below the behind? What is that? That costs a lot of money. Just a tangent. Okay, so if you crack down on this kind of nonsense has much less running room because the kids will know. Well, if they're going to give her a hard time for something that's not a big deal, if you do something that is a big deal, like throwing a chair at somebody, they're definitely going to come down on you. It's like broken windows policing, but in schools. So you got this one here causing all this ruckus. This one here thinks she's on OnlyFans. And you got these two here actually trying to get something done maybe, or at least stay out of trouble. But their day is ruined by this one. Because you can't tell me that children who are exposed to that kind of violence and mayhem aren't scarred by that. Now, I gotta say, as someone who used to teach in a classroom, I don't give a rat's ass about this kid. I really don't. If I were that teacher, I'd be like, fine, she never comes back. I don't give a fuck. She can go to jail. She can stay in jail. She can go to juvie. I don't give a shit what happens to her. I just don't want to see her back in my freaking classroom. That's it. And if I were that teacher, now I don't know the teacher situation. I don't know if she's new. I don't know if she's tenured or not, or how much she gets paid or whatever. But I can tell you that if I were that teacher, I would be prepared to walk the fuck out of that damn job. It's like, look, you decide. You want me here or you want her here. You choose her, I'm the fuck out. It's still early enough in the school year. I can still get another job. Okay? So, you want me? She's not here. And the foot would be down and the foot would stay down. Or I wonder if the teacher is one of these ridiculous liberals who believes that this is how Black people are supposed to act. And if this is how Black people are supposed to act, you have to understand them. I think they do not realize just how racist that is. Because if this is how Black people are supposed to act, and not this. See, this is a Black kid here too. He's sitting there working. Instead, you got this little demon here causing all the commotion. And one of the things that liberals believe is that this kid is the outlier or doesn't exist, and that this kid is the rule. So if this woman who got her head practically knocked off by this trash fire over here throwing a chair thinks that this is what Black people are supposed to do and understands or forgives, and I think forgiveness is quite overrated, she might not put her foot down. She just might end up getting her ass handed to her again. It's not the teacher's fault, but this is where liberalism leads us. Liberalism, as practiced right now by the woke, is profoundly racist because it holds that Black people are violent criminals and nothing else can be expected of them or of us. And so when they act out in this way, you have to understand and forgive because white supremacy. Just let me say this. It ain't the white man, okay? There's no white man made this girl pick up that chair and throw it, okay? It ain't the white man. All right, so let's just take a look at what a couple of news accounts have to say about this. And here we go. Okay. All right. So yeah, I just had to rant about it because this shit makes me angry. Let me just say one other thing here. There's a lot of abuse of teachers by students, and teachers are mostly women. Why is it okay in our society to have a profession that is female dominated and yet riddled with violence and abuse? Why is that? Is that a mistake? I think not. All right, so let's take a look at some of the news accounts here. Here we go. And I titled this slide, Get Out, because I want that teacher to get the hell out of that damn school. Bye. Go teach somewhere the fuck else. Now, this is why my parents in the early 70s sent me to school with white kids. That's also why, as soon as parents have enough money or can get, even if they can move out of the neighborhood and just get 1 foot into a better school district, they will yank their kids out of those public schools in a second and send them any goddamn where else. Flint Southwestern Academy Jr. faces felonious assault charges, accused of throwing a chair and hitting teacher. Good.